Los pasajeros pueden volver a registrar solicitados en apretar el parque. Adiós. Buenas noches.
At this time, we do ask that you please begin restoring any of your personal items that you've used throughout the flight. Be careful when opening overhead appliances.
Well, good morning from New York. Caught a red eye from Bogota. I am dead tired. I almost missed my flight actually because I had to check my bag, go through security, TSA, all that stuff just for a connection. It boards in about 5 minutes, so let's get going.
Get going. So sorry for the slight delay here, but everything else is done. We're all ready to go, and once she gets here, she has to finish up our pre-flight procedures, and then we can have you on your way. For that, we have Dalen and Elena, and they'll be taking good care of you. Sorry, I've got all the names mixed up here. First officer is Elena.
The seat pockets in front of you for your cell phone, your iPods, your iPods, your this and your that. This is Terminal 3. Welcome to Toronto and have a great day.
And just like that, we are back in chilly Canada with my favorite mental performance shot, Magic Mind. You know, during my travels, I really wish I had some with me because in 14 days, I took 6 flights. I was running around the country shooting videos and could have really used some extra focus. For those who don't know, Magic Mind is scientifically designed to help increase focus, mood, and motivation. Made with vitamins, real ingredients, mostly organic, it truly does give you that extra focus without the jitter of these unhealthy energy drinks. It also has organic ashwagandha to make your workday a little less stressful and truly does help me keep focused and work for longer periods of time. So if you're interested in this product, they actually have a Black Friday deal going on right now where you can save up to 50%. So click the link in my description, use the promo code at checkout, and enjoy this awesome mental performance shot. So since I'm in the studio here, dialed in with a little bit of Magic Mind, I kind of wanted to do like a quick breakdown and talk about my Colombia trip and share some clips and things that didn't make the cuts of the vlog, and yeah, just kind of do a full recap. So for those who don't know, the main purpose and point of my trip was to go visit my girlfriend. But first thing, landing in Bogota was I felt the altitude sickness almost instantly. Like, I'm an Ontario boy, I have been living at sea level my whole life. For the first 48 hours, it was actually very uncomfortable for me. But that being said, during those 48 hours, I was at one of the most beautiful locations I've ever been to in my entire life. Colombian farmland in the mountain range, and it was just truly, truly incredible. The surrounding mountains, the scales, everything was just mind-blowing, and I was just so grateful to be there with my girlfriend. Even the surrounding towns and cities were just such a vibe, and it was such a great start to the trip. After 2 days there, we made our way into Bogota. Now, Bogota is a special city, man. This place has a population of about 12 million people, and the scale of the city is just truly, truly hard to comprehend. So the city is kind of like surrounded in a mountain range, and standing at like the top of the mountain, you can't even see the whole city. Like, the scale is just insane. Then we made it into the core of Bogota, and we spent a few days biking and walking around the city. Now, I never made a vlog of it, but one day we walked around Bogota and I shot a lot of B-roll and I never posted it, so I'm gonna insert that right here.
Take it in, your glory bound. The high lonesome cowboy, some truck driving man. Your day will come too.
As you guys can see, Bogota is just truly special. The scale of everything, all the old colonial buildings, the colors, the vibes, the food, everything was just on point, and it was by far one of the coolest cities I've ever been to. One night we went out and played this game called Trejo. It's a Colombian game where in North America we have a game similar. We call it cornhole, where you throw the beanbag through the hole. But here you get some big weight and you throw it at this board with things that look like little Doritos around a ring. And if you hit one of those Doritos, it explodes. And it's a really fun little drinking game. After a few days in Bogota, it was time for us to head out to the Caribbean coast of Colombia. And this was the thing I was probably looking forward to the most. As you guys know, I'm a Canadian boy and I haven't been in the heat or swam in salt water since 2020. So I was really looking forward to a little sunshine. So we flew from Bogota to Santa Marta, which is actually the oldest city in Colombia. I believe it was established in 1565. If I'm wrong, I'll put a correction on the screen here. But that first day, we made it to Santa Marta. We went to this little beach town or village called Taganga, and we went swimming and ate some of the best shrimp I've ever had in my life. Now, the day we were at Taganga, it was actually a holiday in Colombia, so the beaches were a little crowded. So we actually took a boat to a private beach. It was a good move, to say the least, because we had a little more space to ourselves, just enjoyed the sun, salt water, and some beers, and 2 thumbs up for me. Oh, gotta put 2 up there. Now, after that, we made it back to our Airbnb in Santa Marta, and we went to the rooftop of our Airbnb, and that's when we got a glimpse of the Sierra Nevada, which is the biggest coastal mountain range in the entire world. Now, this place is just, once again, hard to comprehend. You're at this Caribbean coastline, then behind us, you have this huge mountain range that has like glacier snow-capped peaks at the top, and it's just insane. Like, you know, I've never seen anything like it, and I was truly like a little kid running around, shooting, and just having the time of my life. We headed out into the oldest city in Colombia, Santa Marta, for some drinks, dancing, and just good vibes, and it was a perfect night. Following day, we headed to the car rental place because we were heading out to the Minca jungle, which is about a 40-minute drive from Santa Marta, and the highlight of our time in Minca was going to these waterfalls. We hired this tour guide to trek us to these spots that you normally can't go to, and eventually we got to a spot where the Monte Cristo and the Sierra Nevada met. So it was warm water coming down one waterfall and glacier water coming from the Sierra Nevada from the other waterfall, and just like the mist and fog, it felt like I was in some kind of cinematic movie. It was just truly, truly incredible. After spending some time at the waterfall, made it back to our jungle Airbnb in Minca. We had some of the best dinner ever at this place called the Lucky Cat, and the whole day in the jungle was just absolutely amazing. After that, we made it to the beaches. So I spontaneously booked these Airbnbs on the beach. It was 55 Canadian dollars a night, which is insane. I love the prices out there. But we stayed on these beaches, enjoying the salt water, the sand, and just soaking it all in. The only negative thing that happened during that trip was the sand fleas attacked me. I'm gonna insert a clip here of my leg. I've never been that itchy and uncomfortable in my life. A month later, I still have these scars on my leg. After 2 days there, we went to Tayrona National Park. These beaches were just truly, truly incredible. Even from pictures, these were like the nicest beaches I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'll let some clips do the talking, but it was just insane. And on the hike in to these beautiful beaches, we actually came across these monkeys, and check out these sounds they're making. Like, imagine you were in the woods or jungle and you didn't know those were monkeys. You would think you were gonna die or something. Like, those sounds were just kind of scary, to be honest. And the hike in is hefty. It was like almost 2 hours to get to the last beach. We decided to take horses out to make it a little easier. And this was probably one of my favorite experiences of the whole trip. We went horseback riding for about an hour through the Colombian jungle. And you know, in Canada, to do this kind of ride, you would have had to wear helmets, sign waivers, all this kind of stuff, because it was insane. But here in Colombia, they just say, hop on the horse, whoosh, go on your way. You know, it's just such a fun time, such a cool experience. And then after that, we went back to Bogota. So we flew back for 2-3 days, and those last 2 days, I didn't really film much. Once again, just hanging out with my girlfriend and her family, but we did do one thing that was super cool. Went to these underground salt mines, which has been converted into like a cathedral. And walking around there, all the lights, the scale of this mine was just truly incredible. And it was something that we both like thought it'd be cool, but we ended up enjoying it a lot more than we anticipated. Like, it was an awesome experience seeing that. And after that, you know, we had one night, we went out to the bar, did some dancing, a little bit too much drinking, had some fun, and that kind of wrapped out my trip in Colombia. And truly, I have nothing but positive things to say about Colombia. An amazing country with insane diversity of landscape. Like, it has kind of everything, especially someone who likes to make videos. Like, you have all the different scenes. But now, unfortunately, we are back in Canada. It's just about to hit winter, and you know my take on winter. You know, I don't mind it for the first month or two. I like going snowboarding once, but then I'm over it. But yeah, I guess it's time for a little switch in scenes. You guys have been seeing some tropical vlogs recently, so let's head out into the cold of Canada and shoot a little B-roll. Another day, another package here, and I gotta say, with the growth of the channel recently, I'm just so grateful for the companies that have been sponsoring, supporting the channel, sending me free goods, and it's just been truly incredible. This is a company I've worked with in the past and I love a lot. Where's their logo? Newer. So Newer is a company that makes a lot of camera gear, and this is a carbon fiber tripod. And I am super stoked on this. I worked with them a few months back where we did a camera cage giveaway, and it was actually very successful. So beautiful little Newer carrying case here. Ooh, now that is a beautiful looking tripod. Look at that, carbon fiber, super light. Wow, like I said, I'm gonna use this for a couple days and then I'll make a more comprehensive video on this thing and you guys can check it out, but I definitely will still link this in the description. So thank you to the team over at Newer for sending me this thing. I am absolutely hyped and I can't wait to try this out. With that being said, I think this is the point where I'm gonna wrap up today's video. Big shout out to Magic Mind. Thank you for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click the link in my description as they have an awesome Black Friday deal going on right now. And until December 6th, you can save up to 50% on your order. So go check that out. Much love, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's vlog and I'll see you guys next week.